The first time the dam spoke, no one believed it. Not because it was impossible, but because it came through something so ordinary that the human brain refused to accept it as warning. A maintenance engineer at the remote Korath hydroelectric facility reported it during a routine night shift log. He wrote, "Water pressure fluctuating in a pattern that matches human speech." The report was archived as a sensor malfunction. 3 days later, the engineer disappeared. No trace. No alarm triggered. No exit logs. Only his flashlight was found, still turned on, floating upright in the reservoir water like it was waiting for someone to pick it up. Korath Dam was not famous. It was not large enough to be a wonder of engineering, nor small enough to be insignificant. It sat in the middle of a forgotten mountain range where satellite maps, blurred into green and gray like the Earth, had stopped caring about naming things properly. Built in the late 2040s, it was part of a failed global energy initiative called Project Deep Flow. The idea was simple. Use deep-pressure water reservoirs to generate near-limitless clean energy. The reality was different. Something about the geology beneath Korath made the engineers uneasy from the beginning. Seismic scans showed hollow layers where there should have been solid rock, like the mountain was not built. It was grown around something already there. But contracts were signed. Money moved. And the dam was built anyway. 6 months after activation, the turbines began producing more energy than physically possible. At first, this was celebrated. Then it became suspicious. Then it became classified, because the output curves didn't just exceed prediction models. They violated them. One engineer wrote in a private log, "We are not generating energy. Something is feeding the grid." That log was deleted from all systems within 12 minutes. The first real evidence came from a security camera, Camera 14B, overlooking the lower spillway. Time, 0378 in the footage. Everything appears normal at first. Rain-wined water, roaring through concrete channels. Then, the water stops behaving like water. It slows, not due to blockage or mechanical failure. It slows as if something underneath is listening. Then the surface of the reservoir begins to form shapes. Not ripples, not waves, faces, dozens of them. Human faces pushing upward from beneath the water without breaking the surface tension. Their mouths open in perfect synchronization. No sound is recorded. But every microphone in the facility peaks simultaneously then. The camera glitches. And for exactly 1.7 seconds, the footage shows something impossible. A vast eye beneath the water. Not reflective, not biological in any known classification. Just watching upward directly into the lens. The facility is quarantined internally. No outside press is informed. Instead, a specialist is flown in under emergency protocol, Dr. Elira Sivenfield. Quantum hydrodynamics and acoustic memory systems arrives at Korath at dawn. Her first recorded words upon seeing the dam. "This structure is not behaving like infrastructure. It's behaving like a brain." That statement is not added to official reports, but it is recorded by her personal body cam. Within hours of arrival, Elira notices something else. The water is wrong, not chemically, not biologically, visually. Light hitting the reservoir surface does not reflect. It delays. Like the water is deciding whether or not to acknowledge reality. She drops a sensor probe. The reading returns impossible data. Depth, infinite density, variable echo response, non-Euclidean. Her assistant laughs nervously. "That's not a measurement," Elira replies. "Then what is it?" The system answers for them. The monitor displays a single line. "We remember you that night. All turbines shut down simultaneously. Not failure, not overload, shut down. As if something had deliberately paused them. Emergency lights flicker across the dam structure. And then, the intercom activates. No one triggers it. A voice comes through. It is not static. It is not distorted. It is clear, too clear. Like it is inside the room, the voice says, "Do not drain us again." Every technician in the control room freezes. Because the system should not have any audio input capability from the reservoir, Illyra asks quietly, "Who is speaking?" The answer comes instantly. "Those you buried beneath us." Illyra requests full excavation logs from the original construction phase. She finds something missing, a 72-hour gap in excavation data. Official explanation: equipment malfunction. Data irretrievable. Unofficially, there is a sealed appendix, encrypted, classified at a level above national security. She overrides the lock using emergency scientific clearance. Inside, she finds a single line. Subsurface void contains unidentifiable biological mass exhibiting collective neural resonance. Below it, project continues under directive. Do not acknowledge scan from below. Illyra closes the file slowly. Then she says, "They built the dam on something alive." That night, multiple staff report identical dreams. Without speaking to each other, without knowing they are connected, every dream begins the same way, a vast underwater darkness, a feeling of falling upward, and voices whispering, "We are still here." Some report seeing cities underwater. Some report hearing children crying through metal. One technician wakes up screaming, "It is counting us." He refuses to elaborate further. By morning, he is gone. His room is untouched. His badge is still on the desk, but his reflection is missing from every mirror in the facility. Against protocol, Illyra orders a submersible descent. She is told not to. She ignores it. The dive vehicle is launched into the reservoir at 300 meters. Normal water physics cease. At 600 meters, the external cameras begin to show structures. Not geological, architectural. At 900 meters, the submersible detects something impossible. A second dam beneath the first one, but older. Much older, made of materials not used in any human civilization, and carved into it. Symbols that rearrange themselves every time they are observed, Illyra whispers. "This isn't a reservoir." Her comms crackle, then the voice returns. "Calm closus. Intimate. It never was."